Beautiful people, it is the August tour. Let's start here. These are the squashes and the pumpkin plant. Lots of beautiful flowers. They're growing really strong and really long. But I'm having an issue with them. Some of the fruits keep falling off. It just rots and fall off. It's caused by erratic watering. So if you're having this problem, to just be consistent with your watering, and I think that'll sort itself out. We have some fruits, butternut fruits. I hope these don't rot because we love butternut squash. Down there's some pumpkin plants having the same problem. That looks like it's gonna fall off, but there's more fruits as you go forward. I hope these don't fall off so we can get some fruit. Oh, this is my tiny dahlia. Oh, that's a beautiful one. I left it in a little pot. This is one of the ones I grew from seed. It's a beautiful tiny pale yellow flower. That's nice. Oh, this is my volunteer sunflower. It started to form a head just now. I can't wait. Let's keep going. This is my butter bush. Over here, oh, it's flowering already. There's another one. The flowers haven't opened yet. We'll get some crop from this because it's still some time. And if you notice on the ground, I'm having some apples on the floor. It's just the way the tree sheds off the excess waste so you can concentrate on the few, so you can get good, strong, sweet apples, big apples. It happens every year. I think it happens in June. Oh, down here is our flaxseed. It's flowering now. Lots of flowers. Soon we're gonna be able to harvest the seeds. The strawberries are done now, so I'm not gonna show you those. Oh, there's a corn over here. It doesn't look too bad. The chamomile is still blooming. I think I need to pick these today. Oh, look at this. There's a sunflower. It opened a couple of days ago. It is beautiful. It's gonna get much bigger. Hopefully we can get some seed from it. Down there's some chard. And look at this. This is interesting. I put this tomato here. I didn't think it was going to survive because it's an indoor tomato. It's just an experiment and it has lots of fruit. It's doing better than some of the tomatoes I have in the greenhouse. So you never know what will happen. I'd like to try it in sometimes and just see what happens, you know. Next year I'm going to plant more tomatoes out. I feel bad that I didn't do it this year, but you live and you learn. Now I know I can plant tomatoes out. I hope those grow and get ripened. We're having some beans. There's a purple TP beans. It's forming some beans. If you go in there, you see lots of them. I think these should be ready to harvest. But we won't do that just now. There's the Greek gigantes beans with loads of beautiful flowers. It's run out of room. So it's... see? I need to get taller structure next year. But that's a lot of beans. The scarlet runner beans, lots of flowers too. Over here at the broad beans, they're falling over from the weight of the beans. Lots of beans in them. I had some on this row, but I've cut them down. I cut them to the ground, but I left the plant in the ground. So you see, it's beginning to form new plants. Hopefully we get another crop. 2 for the price of 1. Why not? We have some more squashes here. Some beetroot. Some tiny beetroot. Most of them did not germinate, but there's still time. It's still very tiny, but these are bolt hardy, so we can leave them. The weather won't bother them much. We can leave them till the winter, till next year if we want. Some more beetroot and some quinoa. I think the seed heads are beginning to form. but they need to get a lot bigger. Well, we'll keep an eye on it, see. The cluster of plants over there is multi-sown radishes. They're still tiny just now, but we'll start picking them soon because they don't need a lot of time to mature. Here's my red sunflower, but it is still very tiny in there. I don't know if you can see, but we'll get to that some other time when it's bigger. Oh, this is a pumpkin plant. It's taking over the place. And there's a big bush cucumber on the floor over there. Maybe I'll pick that today, see how it tastes. There's a squash plant. That over there is a spaghetti squash plant with little fruits on it. I'll show you again when I go over to the other side. These are the courgette plants. Good size courgette. Can harvest them that size, but I want them to be a bit bigger before I start harvesting them. We have some little corn. I hope we have enough time for them to form their fruits. Over here is leeks. When it's bigger, I'm gonna separate them and plant them out. Still have some more courgettes, some more green courgettes, more over there, and some lettuce and modules. When they get bigger, we are going to separate them and plant them out. I think I should be able to do that in this size, but I'll wait for a week more before I do it. That's the tiger nuts getting bigger. And this tomato, I just forgot about it. I left that and it's still growing. Well, plants are amazing. You never know what they will do. Let's go over to the other side of the allotment. Oh, over here we have some Ottoman peas. If you look at them against the light, you see they're still tiny, but they will bulk up, fill up the pea pods, and we'll harvest them then. Oh, the Greek gigantus is starting to form. That's good. Moving along. Oh, my kiwi plant, a beautiful kiwi plant. It seems like we're not gonna have any kiwi this year, but that's okay. We'll try again next year. This is my little apple tree with apples on it. There's a couple of them, but there's a lot of foliage. I'll find them later. The raspberry plant is getting bigger. Hopefully the fruit in the autumn. These are more broad beans. They're everywhere. They're just falling over because of the size of the beans, just pushing them down. There's an apple. It's getting bigger. Some more over there with light red coloration on it. I think that means they're maturing. And over here we have the blueberries. They're getting bigger. Oh, this one is ripening a bit. I don't know if you can see it, but that's not ripe enough. But some of them should be ripe enough. We'll come back later and harvest them. Lots of blueberries here. Lots and lots of blueberry. You need to keep an eye on them so you can harvest them as they ripen, because they ripen a little at a time. Oh, this is a patio yummy. It seems it's raspberry. It seems it's gonna start flowering soon. That's great. The kale doing well. The lettuce are going to flower. Lots of flowers. What else do we have? Come with me. Let's see. Oh, the beetroot, they're getting bigger. They're big enough size to use, but I would like them to get a bit bigger. Yeah, they're big enough size, but I just we harvest them as we need them. We don't need them just now, so we leave them in the ground. We like to harvest everything fresh, you know, so we'll leave those for now. Lots of beans. Yeah, the beans, I think, oh, they're ready to come out, but there's a lot of beans. That's a big job, but we won't be doing that just now. I'll bring you along. We'll do it. Maybe I'll bring my niece and my nephew. We'll do it together. What else do we have here? Just lettuce going to seed, and this is a seed. This is a leek going to seed. Well, I don't know if I'm going to harvest any seeds from it, but I will find out. Oh, I didn't show you this in my allotment tour. That's my little fig plant. I went to Old Trafford yesterday. And I saw a really fig tree. Even is as big as my big apple tree. I've never seen something like that before. It was awesome. Let's get in here. In here we have this is the tree spinach. I should start picking some spinach from it soon. There's a tree cabbage. There's a palm kale. There's a scallop kale. Everything's looking good. There's a habanero kale. There's a habanero kale down here. Looking great. These are peas. When I was away on holiday, I think something got in here and attacked it. There are lots of peas on the ground. There's some more purple TP. Looking good. Our pears are getting bigger. This is the first year this tree is produced. You see, I tied it together because the weight of the fruits was pulling this branch down. I didn't want to snap, so I tied it together. They're getting bigger. They have a little longer to go, then we can harvest them. Anything going on here? The raspberries are still, the toneless blackberries are still small. The Tontindin kills taking over the place. I thought this was a big structure, but ooh, seems like we're gonna get the Tontindin kills taking over the place. So much kill. And the lettuce below it are getting bigger too. I think we're gonna harvest some of it today. Moving along. Oh, this is my apple tree. Dwarf apple. It's beginning to ripen. This is my globe artichoke. No heads yet. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get some this year. These are some potatoes. The leaves are still green, so we'll leave them till the foliage die back, then we'll harvest those. These are flower bed. Oh, look at that. It's a gladioli. We are going to have gladioli flowers this year. I was so worried they weren't going to flower this year, but they will. It's very important to grow different variety of flower. The flower at different times, so you always have flowers. Like you see this, the daisies are going away now. They're done, but the dahlias are just coming up. That would be a beautiful one. That would be a stunner. And the gladiolis are coming up. We have flowers still coming up while some are going away. It's really important. Flowers are really important for the pollinators. So plant flowers, different varieties, so you have flowers almost all year round, if not all year round. Let's go around, see what more flowers we have. The Peruvian Lily are prolific as usual. Look at these dahlias over here. They look beautiful, but these heads have flowered and you need to deadhead them. Doing this boosts the plants to bring out more flowers. This is just taking energy away from the plant. You know, these are flower buds. These are from flowers. These ones, on the other hand, are already formed. You need to get rid of them. Yeah, get rid of all of them. Same with this one. I'm gonna deadhead them. I think we have all of them. This one too. And that one. We have some dahlias here. The heads are just beginning to form. That's beautiful. Oh, the beautiful lilies. Wow. These are stunner. They're showstoppers. They just stop you in your track. The fragrance, the look. Wow. And that's the giant one. Looking beautiful as always. 5 foot tall plant. So beautiful. We have a dahlia in bloom. I think it's a red cactus. Looks gorgeous. And it's not fully open yet. Oh, I can't wait. It's a beautiful flower. These are honeysuckle, but I don't think it's going to flower this year, but it's always next year, isn't it? Chamomile, more flowers, more flowers. And the cocoyam is getting stronger and bigger. And this is the little one. These are the little ones. Looking good. This one has outgrown this pot for a while now. I would put in a bigger pot soon. And I'll do a video about how to grow cocoyam very soon, or because somebody asked for it, so I'll do that soon. And the Canna Lily, those are just beginning to come. Beautiful flowers. This is the Swiss chard that went to seed. I'm going to cut it off now. I think it's fallen over. Oh, look at that. The Egyptian walking onions, I think it's about ready to pick now, but I'll leave it for a while longer. Not in any hurry. What else we have here? We have the Belotti beans. The Dwarf Belotti beans are starting to flower. I'll just let them trail down the raised bed. And in there, we have the sassafras getting bigger. The Dwarf beans, purple TP. We have some carrots, not ready to harvest yet. And we have the Rosemary getting bigger and bigger. Here we have the Dwarf runner beans. They're beginning to form some beans just now. You see that? And they've climbed up this beautiful sunflower. Beautiful big head. I hope it opens soon. Yeah, some more squashes with some fruit. And there, over there, we have a spaghetti squash forming some fruit. And there's a big cucumber down there. Oh, that is nice. The foliage and the potatoes are beginning to die back, so that shows you these are ready to harvest, but we'll harvest them when we need them, so we have them fresh. There's nothing tastes better than new potatoes. The rest of them are still green. No. You see, this is why you grow mint in containers. They're very prolific. You never know. I chopped this down the other day, but they're bushy again. Oh, I love mints. I love mint, so that is good. The tiger nut is coming into his own. It's getting bigger. This is my experimental potatoes getting bigger. When the foliage die back, I'll bring you guys along and we'll see what we get. And there we have the brassicas. We have the cabbages. Cauliflower down there. Lots of plants going to seed, but lots not going to seed too, so that's good. Beautiful flowers. We have kale, cabbage, purple sprouting broccoli, Chinese cabbage. We have Swiss chard. We have coily kale, cabanero kale. Lots of brassicas in here, but too close together. The mistake I will make next year. In this bed, we still have the big parsnip going to seed. I think the seeds are beginning to dry up now. We have some carrots. I think some of them are ready to pull out. Well, let's pull out one, see how it looks. That's not a bad carrot. I'll take that any day of the week. I'm going to wash that up and munch on it. Mid-afternoon snack. What else do we have? We have some Alpine Strawberries. Very fruitful, this one, but I think I'm going to have to move it. There are lots of carrots that are ready, but we only harvest what we need per time, so I'm going to leave them in there. See, you have the herbs around. Oh, this right here is a weed. No place for weeds. I always try to pick weeds as soon as I see them, because if you say you're going to get them later, there's a good chance you're going to forget. Behind them, we have the Jerusalem artichoke. They're growing bigger and bigger and they look healthy. I really cannot wait to harvest them to see what's under there. Wow, I can't wait. Oh. My rosemary is changing color. I'm not quite sure why, but I need to get on top of it. It's a very productive rosemary. Another one here, changing color. I don't know if it's because of the bad weather. I'll give them extra water today. Hopefully that'll sort it out. Over there is my bed bath. Love the birds. It's been warm lately, so I always leave water out so the birds can bathe in it and cool down. It's really important. If you're not doing this, you should. Over in this corner, we have some corn, looking good. Some of the onions are drying up, so those need to come out soon. I have some broad beans. A very good year for broad beans. Not as good a year for corn, but it's a very good year for broad beans. Moving along, we have some butter beans flowering. I think they're forming beans already. They're still very tiny, but they have some time yet. Lots of peas in there, but the peas are not big enough yet. This is my butter bush. It's looking healthy. Some beetroot in between. There's another butter bush. I thought this plant was going to die because it was looking brown, but I just kept at it, watering it, mulching it with manure, and it's bounced back. I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. In the middle is my beautiful peppermint. Wow. We're going to harvest this today because it's an harvesting technique that you use to make it bushier. It was really small. I kept harvesting it to encourage it to get bigger and bigger, and it's huge now. This is my other butter bush. It's looking good. Flower buds in there. They should open anytime soon. Hopefully we have enough time to get some squash from them. Down here are the strawberries, but most of them are done fruiting now. So, but this one here, I'll take that. Yeah, you might think they're done, but there's still one or two somewhere. This one is still fruiting. It is a variety that just keeps fruiting, you know. So that's good. I think that's all we have for today. Whatever you're up to today, I hope it goes well. Have a beautiful day, guys. God bless.